My name is Brad, and I'll be interviewing Dylan from Refereum. He is revolutionizing the ad space on social media. So welcome, Dylan. Thank you for joining us. Today, we're just going to go through and have a management interview with Dylan. And this is the first one for the SCBN. Very excited to have you here. And
thanks for having me. This is great. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. So can you just tell me a little bit about what you do at Refereum? How did you get involved? And what do you do on a day-to-day basis there?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Dylan. I founded Refereum, and basically we came from 10 years of video games, and we kept seeing the same problem over and over and over again, and that's that developers of all different kinds were paying these huge marketing budgets to basically Facebook and Google and other centralized, large companies. But meanwhile, there was this whole new generation of influencers, right? People making YouTube videos, people streaming on Twitch. They were the individuals. So what Refereum's goal is all about, what we've been working on for the past year or so, is cutting out those marketing middlemen. Facebook and Google, maybe they have enough money by now. And what we want to do is put those marketing budgets into the individuals. And so we're building an affiliate network that allows anybody to basically make money by watching video games, streaming video games, and then also buy products. Like we have on-chain transactions right now with referral code that's all working. We're a fully functioning utility token, if you will. And, we have a huge community there. So that's basically Refereum in a nutshell.
Wow, that's awesome. I love it. I mean, there's so many people into crypto market and blockchain. They're sort of libertarians, if you will. They're very against this centralized big, monopoly, Facebook, Google. I mean, I'm all for that myself. And I'm actually, one of the things I do is I'm an influencer in my own thing as well. So I appreciate what you're doing. That's because, YouTube is awful. They demonetize, they just ban haphazardly. It's crazy.
Right. So I won't say, we have many friends over there, and I think they're doing incredible stuff.
Yep.
But we do hear a lot from influencers saying, why am I only making cents for hundreds of thousands of hits? Or why is my salary suddenly being changed? We hear this a lot, and it's not just about those two companies we were talking about earlier. It's also in general. Affiliate marketing companies have this huge problem where if you're an influencer and you say, well, I sold 10 of your things, a centralized or a black box company might just say, no, you didn't, you only sold one thing, and we'll pay you for that. But now with our transactions on the blockchain, all transparent, nobody's getting jig anymore. It's all about just that transparency and making that really secure.
Right. Yeah, because, you may sign up with somebody and their affiliate program may not be run by the most ethical people. I mean, I've been in that position myself. I had some people that were great and then some people that, were not necessarily owning up to their end of the deal. And they, weren't telling me exactly how much I sold, et cetera, et cetera. So that's awesome that you're doing that. I have a lot of personal respect for that. That's awesome. So how would you summarize Refereum to someone without the knowledge of the gaming industry?
Absolutely. So that's a great question. So even forgetting any of those details, basically Refereum is a way that rewards incentivization. It's a way for anybody. Also, by the way, this doesn't have to just be games. It could be any product. We have a lot of token sales interested in using this stuff. It could be makeup on YouTube. It could be anything. So really, Refereum is just all about properly rewarding incentives for anybody.
Okay. What are some of the, just real quick, what are some of the ways that you might reward them? Because, it's a little complex and many people don't understand the exact advantages to using Refereum.
It's super complex. It's a three-sided marketplace, but at a very high level, right, we can just jump into some examples. So what we have live right now today is on earn.refereum.com. You can find that on just refereum.com. We have developers who want to boost their game up on the Twitch rankings. And so they basically sponsor ways for you to earn points. So they say, hey, if you're streaming this game, we're going to give you points, and that unlocks tokens. So you're actually getting paid to stream a video game or even to watch, to engage. There are these developers that are hungry for fans, for eyeballs, to check out the new content. and they're willing to pay, some money to get those eyeballs there, particularly for selling a game, right? Let's say if you recommend a game to your friend, you share a unique link, and that person buys it. Well, with what we're building, you should get rewarded for that. So if it's a $10 game, maybe you'll get $1 worth of Refereum tokens, and you can do whatever you want with that. You can buy more games with it. You could, trade it around, whatever you want. So really, there's a ton of different ways that you can do that. In addition, we're exploring a lot of esports aspects. So something that we've seen a lot of traction on is traditionally in the advertising space with any app. If you want to buy some traffic, well, really the only thing you can do is pay. I mean, I've worked on some of the top grossing mobile games, and we paid $15 for somebody to install the game. They didn't even play the game. They just installed it. That was our cost of acquisition, CPI. And so now what we can do is we can say, well, there's going to be some criteria there. So we'll still pay you that $15 or that $5 if you're a streamer or whatever it is, but only if you beat the tutorial or if you beat the final boss. Or if you win an esports tournament, we can just automatically reward you $1,000 or whatever we want. So now we have this new level of criteria of control for the user acquisition space that gamers love. You're playing the game. It's really hard to bot it. There's a ton of advantages to it.
That's awesome. Okay, let's just move along. I want to get everything in here. Okay, so what makes Refereum's approach to referral or influencer marketing unusual or unique?
Absolutely. So the main thing that I think we should reiterate here is what we kind of touched on briefly earlier is like right now, it's a total black box. In the traditional space, not only do you have scaling problems where you have to have somebody make a phone call or send the emails or find out that influencer and then work out a deal with them and then sign, okay, great, or oh, that didn't work. Now you have a central hub for the influencers or gamers, anybody to find, join, and find content that's relevant to them, right? You're not waiting for a phone call from somebody. You get to say, here's a list of content I know my fans are going to like or that I know I like that I can use instantly. So that's a way that we're totally flipping that on its head. And in addition, it gets back to we're doing purchases, we're doing influence on the blockchain, which means it means that now everybody's being properly and fairly rewarded for their influence or, sharing the link or their work, basically.
Okay, so we got most of that. We just lost like the very tail end. All right, so rolling through this, I want to get everything in. What other services and businesses is Refereum currently partnering with?
Yeah, so the main thing there is like we have seen incredible traction in this first vertical of video games. They're technical savvy consumers. They're used to earning points. They love this. Everybody, somebody used the hashtag dream job. That's kind of our goal there. And so the gamers are perfect for that. We have a bunch of very nice things said about us from huge billion-dollar game companies like Unity and Twitch who have actually said, hey, we love what these guys are doing. We have some pretty exciting other official business partnerships that we're going to be able to announce soon as well. Keep out for details on that. And really, it's our favorite partnerships are with the people, right? They are with the individuals. They're with the influencers who say, oh, man, I've been checking out Referring and recommending it to my friends. I'm getting paid to watch and play video games, right? Those are our favorite individual relationships that we've been building.
That's awesome, and such a stark contrast to some other big megalomaniacal companies that we won't talk about because you have friends there. But anyway, all right. So, what are some alternatives for game developers to consider? Why is Refereum superior?
Yeah, so it's about what makes us unique, right? Is, you can go off and pay really expensive middleman prices, whether that's, to some of those larger companies, or maybe it's to, influencer marketing is one of the most effective ways to get a game or any product out there. People have been using it for years and years. And so there are traditional versions of that, but between the middlemen, the extra prices, the unscalability of it, it's really hard at influencer marketing to say, hey, I want to spend a big budget like $100,000. Because usually you have to go and individually sign something for $2,000 or $3,000. But now what we can do is we can do that influence at scale. We can point huge amounts of people. We can point huge high-valued influencers at individual products. And so that's what something is really resonating with our customers right now is, well, we can do this at scale. We can do this. It's much simpler. It's much easier. We don't have to do the paper hassle, and it just works. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. All right. Moving along. What does the blockchain technology allow you to achieve that was previously impossible or much more difficult?
Yeah, so I mean, ultimately, blockchain is great at a few things, right? It's great at cutting out middleman. It's also great at transferring value. Those are two huge elements of what we're up to, right? Is we're connecting these publishers to developers, gamers to influencers, whatever you want to do. It's a crisscross. It's a shared, decentralized transfer of money, of value. So that's huge for us. And in addition, we can write referrals into these smart contracts based off the Ethereum blockchain. So we don't need to worry about that database, whatever that is. What we can do is just, if you buy something, great, it automatically distributes. Right now in the space, you have to wait 3 months to get your payout as somebody selling something, right? You have to, man, games do really weird stuff where you have to wait 3 months, then you get a third of your profits, and then another 3 months, you get 2/3 of your profits. Everything's instant now. Everything just works. We're transferring in that way. And again, all of our referrals are the same way. So there's instant payouts and referrals are tracked on the blockchain securely.
Okay, cool. What makes your token generation event stand in the utility category as opposed to equity?
Absolutely. Well, so we have two options there. Is we actually are offering some equity to designated buyers. So if you're interested, you can reach out into us. That comes with cool other benefits like exclusive merch or tokens or stuff like that. So you're still getting everything that everybody else would, but you can still buy equity. And then in addition, internationally, we have just a straight up utility sale. And that is because we have real utility of our virtual currency. Not even, we did this months ago. We've been working on this for a while. We have videos where you can actually spend real Refereum tokens on the blockchain, get a receipt that's basically on Etherscan that unlocks your video game CD key. So we are fully featured utility. People are buying it for the marketing aspect. It is a virtual currency that's been working and on the chain for months and months.
Awesome. Last question before we finish it out and everything. What are some details about your token generation event? Where can we go to learn more?
Yeah, check out Refereum. Just give it a Google. Check out Refereum.com. It's our official main sale is on February 8th for interested people buying for utility. And we're always happy to say hi. We have some pre-sale options available. So just shoot us an email at team@refereum.com. And in general, we'd love to hear feedback, right? We have thousands of people helping us build this product, letting us know where to go. And that's something we're really excited about is we're hitting hard with product, just blazing forward on that. So it's not just about buying. It's also come tell us what you want us to build.
Awesome. Yeah, that's actually, I know you got to go in a second, but I have a couple questions personally for you. These questions were written by the team. My question is, was your first iteration of the Refereum token idea, was that the one that you stuck with, or did you have to pivot into it later on with the feedback from your clients?
Yeah, it's a great question. We haven't done too much pivoting. Maybe we've done a little bit of expanding in there. But again, we came from seeing this problem for 10 years. So we knew that there was a problem space there. We knew people that wanted to solve it. I've been running a co-working space for game developers for the past 3 years, been having these exact same conversations. So we've known the problem. We've known how to solve it, and just building that up and making sure that, there's a lot of individual fidelity in how you specifically solve that. But in terms of pivoting, not much. We very much know our mission, and now we're responding every day to what people want, both from a consumer side and from a developer selling side.
Yeah. Because a lot of utility tokens, last thing is, they just want to incorporate the blockchain into their business, maybe get on this utility token bandwagon or, equity token, which is, kind of the slippery slope with the upcoming regulations that are coming down the pike. So, it's interesting to hear that you just got it, first shot, first kill. You were that attached to the marketplace. You understood it very well, the problem, and it just took hold, and you had success on your first go.
Yeah, I mean, there are two main things that you touched on, right? It's like, yeah, we've made mistakes, we've moved things around. But again, it comes back to that problem. And also, now that we have over 75,000 people helping us guide this direction now. They're on the platform, they're signed up. And we viewed it as I mean, to be frank, there's no such thing as upcoming regulations. These regulations have been in place since the 1930s. And so when you're building like we have from the ground up, we're not some company that was pivoting or trying to throw utility token into there. Everything we do is from the ground floor, building upwards, embracing this blockchain technology. We're not just throwing in a virtual currency. The entire platform is based around that. And in regards to any kinds of regulations, that's why we're making this new company. We do this stuff to make sure that we are 100% legally compliant with the rules that have been there for a long time. So for us, it's really just about embracing this space, embracing the ecosystem. We're over here in San Francisco. We talk about it every day, and making sure that we build it right, both from a product and from a legal perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to. All right. So, Dylan, thank you so much for joining us. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I want to get it done by the allotted period of time. Thank you so much. And we'll have maybe more time to do this again in a extended conversation where we're not so time constrained.
We would love to keep chatting about this stuff anytime. Thanks again. Appreciate it. And we'll be checking out your guys' stuff. We read it all the time. We're trying to grab the latest and greatest on the token sale. So appreciate your time. And we'll be here for any questions. And check out Refereum.com if you need anything.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dylan. Take care.
Cheers.